Jackie Stewart in a superkart.
Well, what you're looking at here is the breeding ground for every Formula One Grand Prix driver on the grid today. Most of them have been national champions, many of them been world champions. It's from this formula that you should be looking towards the future drivers. Within 2 years, Jackie Stewart will have a racing team with superkarts, because if we're looking for young drivers of the future, I'm going to have to come here. This is where it is. There's no suspension, slick tyres, same as a Formula One car in so many ways, and very similar in handling and driving position.
Around this circuit, they are 3 seconds faster than Super A's and 20 seconds below Formula One.
Not with me behind the wheel.
Okay, right now let's join Murray Walker for the superkarts.
Thanks, Ken. Well, this is going to be something like you have never seen before, because these are miniature Formula One cars. 250cc twin-cylinder engines, 82 brake horsepower, 150 miles an hour, 200 kilograms, and their handling is absolutely incredible. In pole position, the Swedish driver, Stefan Rindeström. Next to him, Pentti Kuisman, who is another of the top Continentals. He comes from Finland. Then in row two of Australia's best, Paul Lawson and Les May. Behind them, Darryl Belsky and Glenn Robertson. And in row 4, Paul Stebbing and Gerard Siebert. Look at them. They have fairings on them, the driver's feet stuck right out in front, the engine is alongside them. Tiny little slick tyres and wheels, virtually no brakes, and as I said, they dart about the circuit like fireflies at up to 150 miles an hour. Look for the green, that's it, away they go. It's a super start by Kuisman, and up into second position goes Australia's Les May, number 22, and Kuisman leads through the chicane. Are they all going to get through? Well, there's one who nearly didn't, and that was David Gower in the Zip Bandit Rotax engines, twin cylinder, and Kuisman is already putting a big gap between himself. Up into second position goes Peter Woodgate in the Anderson Rotax. And look at the way Kuisman is sliding the cart as he goes round the right-hander up to the left, and Kuisman is in a Zip Eagle Rotax. It's a motorcycle racing engine. Now we have a race on our hands, because Rindeström in second place is moving up. The gap was 2 seconds, and Kuisman looks over his shoulder. He realizes that his arch rival is closing up on him, and the arch rival is Rindeström, the man from Stockholm, who's only been in this category for 2 years. There's a battle behind. Look at this spin. That's a major spin, and going out there, that was Robert Stewart from Queensland in the Anderson Rotax. He's lost it completely. He's lost his rhythm. He's lost his grip. But these two are going for it down the straight at nearly 150 miles an hour. In the lead, number 51, Pentti Kuisman. Behind him, Stefan Rindeström, but how much longer is Rindeström going to be satisfied with that second place? He comes out from behind the wing of Kuisman and he takes the lead. Well, that is an incredible performance. We're on the half distance, lap 5. How time flies when you're enjoying yourself. And those two certainly are. Now, this is it, a change for the lead again. Up into the lead goes the man who took it at the start of the race, Pentti Kuisman, but Rindeström fights back. Well, gosh, I wish all Formula One Grand Prix were as competitive as this at the front. This is great stuff. They look like 1/6 scale Formula One cars, and the lead has changed for the third time. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And this time, it's Stefan Rindeström from Sweden in the Anderson Rotax, 27 years old. 14 years he's been racing since he was 13 years old. We're on lap 6, it's a 10-lap race, and it's going to be anybody's guess as to which of these two finishes first. But, just for the record, to tell you that there is something happening behind, in third position, it is still from the state of Victoria, Les May. In fourth position, it's Gerard Siebert from South Australia. In fifth position, it's Paul Lawson, who had trouble getting away at the start of the race. And in sixth position, you can see on your caption there, number 12 is Peter Woodgate. And this is lap 6. Let's just sit back and enjoy the action for a moment. Look at this, round the left-hander, absolutely together. 48 is Rindeström, the champion of Scandinavia, of Sweden, of European.
Beautiful manoeuvre.
Yes, terrific stuff. Pentti Kuisman goes through into the lead to complete the lap. He's leading now by 1.5 seconds. That's more than he has been for some time. And we are on lap 8, that's 3 laps to go, including the one that they are on.
Being as the Europe is the home of the 250cc Grand Prix racing, and there's the Aprilia factory, which is one of the
Rindeström
most...
does it, Barry.
Oh, no, he really has done it now.
Yeah, my goodness, there's contact. Rindeström's lost it. But unlike the Grand Prix cars, he's managed to keep it going. And I'm sure his dander will be really up now. Red mist blazing before his eyes. Rindeström has lost it. Up into the lead now by a considerable margin goes Pentti Kuismanen from Finland in the Zip Rotax. And we are about to start the last lap in this really captivating race, as number 48, Stefan Rindeström, the Swede, laps 1. He's about to lap 2 or 3 others. There's one of them because he's just gone past Robert Harris, who is the one-armed kartist. You saw him in the background there. This is the vital one, number 48 in the 250cc twin-cylinder kart, Superkart. These are the men that go on to become the Grand Prix drivers of tomorrow, not Pentti Kuismanen. He's left it a bit late at 43 years old, but there's time enough for Stefan Rindeström. But first, he intends to win this race, and he hasn't got very much longer to go. And the leader comes out of Foster's hairpin, and the winner, lifting his arm in victory, is Stefan Rindeström in the Anderson Rotax, just ahead of Pentti Kuismanen in a really cracking race. And if Sunday's Formula One Grand Prix of Australia is as good as that, as exciting as that, as competitive as that, I will be absolutely delighted as we wait for the first Australian to come through in 3rd position, and it should be Les May in the Zip Rotax. It is Les May. So, the results of the Superkart race here at Adelaide: victory for Stefan Rindeström, 2nd Pentti Kuismanen from Sweden and Finland respectively, with in 3rd position Australia's Les May in the Zip Rotax. Great stuff.
Well, what a fantastic Superkart race that was, and if Formula One is half as good, we're going to have a beauty on our hands.